back out at the beach. I got this nice little reel here. I'll tell you more about that later, but hopefully I'm gonna put some fish on it today. And today we're packing super light. We're gonna stay super mobile, cover a lot of water if we need to. I mean, it's possible there's fish right behind me here, but if we don't find them here, we're ready to walk miles and miles. I'll show you exactly what I brought. It's not much, honestly, probably fit in the palm of your hands. But first, let's get out casting and see if we can get some fish. Water is looking really nice this morning. Almost too calm, but I think it's just enough wave action to get some fish active feeding in here. We're working the incoming tide right now. I think high tide's in about 2 or 3 hours, something like that. So plenty of water should be coming in to fill in these holes. And along with it, I'm hoping there's some nice surf perch coming in. If I could take a couple home to eat for dinner, I'll be happy. Oh, stole my tail. Couple bites right here. I don't know if they were small fish or what, but nabbed my tail. You could probably catch one like this, but much more effective if it has that tail, give it the swimming action. Pop a new one on. All right, new grub on. There we go. Oh, first cast. Feels like a decent one too. Don't want to fight against the waves. Oh, he's pulling. Stay on there. Boom! First fish of the day. Oh man, he choked it. All right, this one's coming home with us. We're taking some for dinner, so that's fish number 1 right there. All right, we bonked him, bled him. Well, at least he's bleeding out. We cut the gills, slide him in there. The rest will take care of itself in there. We're right back in there, just as quick as that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh no, oh no, he's there. Got him. A little bit smaller, but yeah, let's take him. Why not? We're here to bring fish home for dinner, and that's probably about the smallest that I like to keep, but yeah, we'll keep him nonetheless. All right, that's number 2. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good fighter. That's 3 in about, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 casts. There's definitely a nice school right here. Yeah, another one coming home for dinner. Starting to get a little bit of that gray on the bottom. They get those when they're spawning, and it gets a lot darker than that, so that's like very beginning spawning colors. But yeah, probably about another 12-inch fish or so. Definitely worthy of the frying pan. That's 3. Well, I want to show you all the tackle that I brought today, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But first, I want to talk about this reel. So this is the Shimano Ultegra C3000 XG, and so far it's been working great. We've got a few fish on it already. The drag is super smooth. It's very fine-tunable. And yeah, it's just a really nice reel overall. And that's all great, but the main focus I want to talk about is the sponsor of today's video, which is Neokyo. So, if you did a little bit of research on this particular model, the XG model, it's not available at US retailers. You know, Bass Pro, all the normal places that you would be able to get most fishing reels. You can get other models in this Ultegra line, but not the XG. And these are only available in Japan. So if you want to get this particular model, you have to go through a third party. And Neokyo is nice enough to sponsor this video and send me this reel. And the way that it works is super cool. Registering is simple. You don't even need your complete address. All you need is a name, your shipping address country, email, and your password, and you're ready to go. Once you're registered, all you have to do
simple. Search whatever you're looking for. Scroll through there. They have new and used products. At me, I was looking for the Shimano Ultegra. Here's the 4000 size model. I actually have the 3000, but 4000 is good too. You can see right here, it's very straightforward. You can see conditions in if it's a new or a used product. Obviously, you want to know that before you buy it. And great thing about Neokyo is they have very low fees, 350 yen, which comes out to about $2 USD. Once you purchase the product, you can follow it all the way through the buying and shipping process. Once you go to your dashboard or your profile, you can go to orders. Everything's super organized, so you can keep track of everything very easy. And once it ships right to your door, here's what comes out. Nice, brand new fishing reel right out of the box, ready to go catch some fish.
And in the fishing industry, if you can find stuff that's made in Japan, usually it's high quality. So yeah, you know you're gonna be getting good stuff when you ship it overseas through Neokyo. So shout out to them for sponsoring this video. I'll leave a link to their website down in the description. Yeah, if you want to get some Japanese made products, check them out. It's a real cool little system that they have. And yeah, I'm liking this reel so far. But let's get back in the water. With this light tackle setup, I can really feel everything on there. I have this little piece of grass. I can feel that. It's super cool. Normally with like a regular surf fishing setup, you probably wouldn't be able to feel a small little piece of grass like that, but this setup is so sensitive. Oh, there was a bite. This setup is so sensitive, I can feel all of that. There we go. Small one. Little guy. So technically, no size limit on these fish. These are barred surf perch. So technically you could keep this, but just personal preference. I don't like to keep them when they're that small. There's like a dozen dolphins right here just riding the waves. Super cool. Yeah, look at that. I don't think you can see it on the GoPro, but they're just literally riding those waves as if they were surfing. Ooh, maybe a little weight on this one. Oh, it kind of feels like it's hooked weird. Oh, no. A little small. I think we'll let this one go. Not too bad, but we'll let him go. All right. So we got the drone in the air here, and people were asking on a recent surf fishing video, they were asking if I give a little more point of view from the person standing on the sand, which is kind of what I try to do through the GoPro, but it's hard to see sometimes, so hopefully the drone footage demonstrates a little bit more. This is where I caught the first 3 fish, and I might have to keep moving because it seems to get a little bit slower now. There's still a few fish biting, but yeah, for some reason there was a little flurry there where I caught 3 in a row. Bang, bang, bang. But anyways, there's a little trough kind of like right in shallow here, close to shore. And then past that where you see kind of the white water, it's kind of sporadic right now. But every once in a while when a big set comes in, the wave breaks and creates that white water. That's kind of the surf, or the sandbar. So I think what's happening is when those waves are crashing on the sandbar, kind of kicking up some sand, maybe some food for these surf perch, and it's getting them active right in close here to shore. That's where I've been hooking them. Here you can see the wave breaking on the sandbar. It's actually a little bit more to my right. Kind of in front of me is not as shallow. It's not like a super well-defined hole, but there's a little bit of texture here for sure.
Well, it seems like the school that was here has now moved on, so I think we're gonna keep mobile, keep working our way down the beach, keep moving back again. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know. It felt big at first. Now I'm not too sure. No, not that big. Thought it was a big one, but anyway, good to see a fish. Still some around. And I like this little area that we're casting right here. Well, this is unfortunate. With the tide coming in, also came in a bunch of this grass, and I've tried to walk down as far as I can to avoid it, but it seems like it's all up and down this beach, so it's making the fishing really tough.
Well, really quickly, just wanted to show you the setup I was rocking today on the business end. And this is the oldest trick in the book. It's the setup that's been around, it seems like forever, and that's just because it just works. You know, if you're getting started with surf fishing, I always recommend this is the best way to do it because it's so easy and effective. You know, it just gets the job done. But it's a Carolina rig. I think that's like a 1/2 ounce weight on there. A little bit light. Probably want to go with a 1 ounce for the surf we're working with today, but we made it work. And then a bead, a swivel, and then my leader. At the very end, I have a hook with a little paddle tail grub, and I get all my grubs from the hooktocook.shop. So if you want to get some perch fishing grubs, check them out. There's a few different kinds on there. All of the ones that he has seem to work well. And back to what I was saying at the beginning, man, you don't really need a lot of stuff when you're coming out here to do surf fishing. I bring a backpack with me, and I brought a drone, so I have a ton of camera gear. But aside from the camera gear, there's really not that much that you need. You could probably fit all of it in a little baggie, even in your little pouch here and your waders. But I got my perch pouch here, which I have attached to my waist, and then everything else is right here in the palm of my hands. I have a bag of swivels, a bag of grubs, a bag of hooks, and a weight. I brought one extra weight. Really, when you're surf fishing in a sandy area like this, you shouldn't be worried about snags. You shouldn't really be breaking off, but I brought one weight just in case, and it was a little bit heavier weight in case I need to switch up while I'm out here. But other than that, really, all you needed was this pack of grubs. You could have put this easily in your pocket. Oh, this is probably useful to have too, a little set of pliers. These are the braid cutters from the Hook to Cook shop as well. Just in case something happens, you need to retie or, you know, unhook a fish or something like that. These are always good things to have. But yeah, other than that, there it is, everything right there. One hand. And the reason why that can be super important is when you're surf fishing, I always say that 90% of the fish are in 10% of the water most of the time. So a lot of the challenge with surf fishing is finding that 10%, finding that pocket where the fish are hiding. And you can get, you know, that can become a little easier when you learn to read the water, like I was talking about earlier. But even when you know how to read the water, you still have to try it out because some holes have fish in them and some don't. It's just like every other fishing, nothing's guaranteed. So the only way to really know for sure is to get out there and try it. And surf fishing, sometimes you got to cover a lot of water. Today I covered probably a mile or two, which is you know, fair amount. I've definitely done more, and I've definitely done less. Yeah, don't get caught up on carrying a bunch of tackle. That would be my main suggestion. Anyway, thank you all for watching. That's it for this video, and we'll see you on the next one.